NBC Sports welcomes you to the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs from Bristol Motor Speedway. It is the Bass Pro Shops night race, America's night race.
And one last thing, happy birthday, Richard Childress. Start your engines!
All right, crank it when you're ready. All right, fire it up when you're ready.
As the saying goes, it's Bristol, baby, so let's go! Alex Bowman continues his amazing playoffs run. He has been stoic in the face of criticism, and the Hendrick man leads this race early. Christopher Bell up on that higher line and tucks back in behind William Byron. Martin Truex Jr., fellas, this is a must-do, must-win, must-have a great result night. Caution is out.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow's out.
John Hunter Nemechek, he was having issues down the back straightaway. Looks like a left rear tire may be low. He got really loose, ended up spinning out. Had trouble off of two, and then ultimately whatever happened to the car spun contact.
Low line versus high line. The two teammates from Hendrick Motorsports, Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson.
Yeah, we see this every race here. The bottom's great for a little bit, then the top starts to come in. Kyle Larson willing to be the first guy to the top in the front. No surprise, he's comfortable up there, loves running the top.
Is that earlier than you thought, or about on time?
Yeah, it's about on time. And
Ty Gibbs knows that 378 laps from now, this one position could be the difference, right?
Yeah.
This is a point. He's going to race it as such. I mean, he's trying it the best he can. You bring up Larson, Diff. You know, we talk a lot about Denny Hamlin because he's below the cut line, which shocked probably most of us. But Larson is only 26 above coming into this race. He has not had the smoothest playoffs as well. So these 10 playoff points will definitely be a little bit of insurance. No guarantees, but a little pressure off Cliff Daniels, Kyle Larson, and the 5 team.
Half a mile to go, less than that until the end of stage one. And this will be the 11th stage win this year for the 5 of Kyle Larson. That was convincing. That was a statement. His teammate Alex Bowman follows him across. Christopher Bell, that was a really solid first stage as well, after he started on the 3rd row with Chase Briscoe. The news from race control, there's been a penalty handed to Joe Gibbs Racing's Ty Gibbs. He had a really solid opening stage, but this is going to hurt the playoff driver.
Yeah, speeding in section 6. So Bristol pit road is forever, right? Entrance is in turn 2, exit is in turn 1. So this is Ty's stall over here, right? So pit road is the timing lines, and they kind of go around right here. And what you have to be careful of is when you run, this is a big, high radius. Well, he pits here, and if he comes out really low, you could shortcut the corner. This is the section that he was too fast in. So we heard on the radio him say, hey, I was too red, right? Well, when he pulls out, if he goes like that, that's just a small wedge he's going through. So the team's going to have to look at what radius he ran versus the lights. So you see right here, this is his onboard. He's just very, very low in the corner. Nothing jumps out to me. That's what I would expect a driver to do.
For the Wood brothers and for Harrison Burton, but his playoff story is going to end here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. It certainly won't end for the 9 the way that it's going right now for Chase Elliott, so long as he continues. But there's a caution out. Caution is out. And the man who locked himself in at Atlanta Motor Speedway, Joey Logano.
Maybe a flat.
Should I get a flat?
12th. Oh, contact there.
Can't tell from that angle whether there's contact from behind, or I still can't really tell. Either way, he gets just kind of spit out of line.
I think that was the slow car of Josh Bilicki in the top lane.
And Ryan Preece was in there. With just a few laps to go, 2 laps to go, here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the 2nd stage, and look at the effect of those new tires.
I'm shocked. I thought it would fire off quicker than that, but easily the 19 goes by. Now the 45 up the hill, tries to shut the lane off for the 20. I think he has a chance. He has a half a lap now to just kind of almost stay side by side with the 11, Jeff, is the goal. not allow a third lane for Christopher Bell out front. Larson's going to win the stage.
Stage 1 and stage 2 for Kyle Larson. No worries there. And how did it work out for Tyler Reddick? Comes in behind one of his team owners in 4th place.
Mostly today we've seen if a guy's on the top, the guy on the bottom is all the way on the bottom. Briscoe's not doing that. He is running the middle of the racetrack. I think some of that has to do with caution.
Caution, got one officer.
Caution is out, and it's the 7 of Corey LaJoie.
Having such a good night.
Probably starts even earlier. Here we're going to see it.
He gets loose.
Yep.
He gets loose and loses momentum. See right there, he's loose. And then I think he gets slow, and Josh Berry just doesn't get slowed up and gets into the back of him.
Meanwhile, up the front, Kyle Larson has led now 317 laps. The last driver to lead more than 300 laps here at Bristol, that was 15 years ago, Kyle Busch. And we got a good view of the Cheddar Chevrolet further back there because he was the driver immediately ahead of Martin Truex Jr. Kyle is a little further back than where he would like to be in 27th place.
When you define drivers and you look at tracks they excel at, look at that list, Jeff. Bristol, Darlington, Dover. Most laps led by track. I mean, those are 3 drivers' racetracks without a doubt.
Yeah, you're in great shape now. Don't do anything to put yourself in jeopardy.
Okay, let's add another name to the list of drivers who have advanced to the round of 12. No great surprise with the man who's been out front for almost 400 laps. Kyle Larson has now advanced to the next round. Joining tonight, Christopher Bell, Alex Bowman, and of course the Atlanta winner, Joey Logano. So the picture for the round of 12, Stevie's getting clearer and clearer. With Kyle Larson leading 435 laps, it is the most laps led in a race ever by any Hendrick Motorsports driver.
And that's quite a stat when you think about the list of Hall of Famers that have driven there. And it's the style of race, like Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson's dominance at Martinsville, a track where you could lead 400 and something laps. So for Kyle Larson to pull that off, well, there you go. Jeff Gordon, Martinsville, 97. And then Dover in 95. I'll give you a hint how many laps that race was. So, I mean, think about that. It's just some impressive performances in Larson. 437, and I don't think he's done.
This is the longest green flag run since 2012 here at Bristol.
My goodness. There's some big numbers being racked up here tonight under the lights at Bristol. 10 to go from here.
10 to go, and your physical fitness is at a test. 41 minutes of green flag racing. 41 minutes of 16-second laps, basically 4 seconds on the straightaway, and you're into the high banks again, vertical loading. Jeff, I know these drivers are fit and the seats are custom made, the headrests are there, but this has to be a mental and physical challenge as the 54 is shoving the 43 out of the way.
So there was contact between the 99 and the 43, Suarez and Jones, and now it's Gibbs and Jones getting after it. He's going to do it again next year as well. He will do the Indy 500 Coke 600 double. He had that huge crash at Atlanta Motor Speedway to begin the playoffs. It wasn't a great Watkins Glen either. And just recently on the radio, he said to Cliff Daniels, I'm trying to get to the white flag as quickly as I can. Well, that white flag has come. And Kyle Larson is on his way home. It has been a stellar first-class performance under the lights in Bristol. Kyle Larson is the man. Cliff Daniels says, there you go, you took care of business.
That's fun.
Awesome run from his teammate Chase Elliott as well. Bubba Wallace, a top 3 run. Fine night from him, and Denny Hamlin does everything he needs to do to advance to the round of 12. And Ty Gibbs missed out by 11. But this man here, 462 of the 500 laps led by Hendrick Motorsports' Kyle Larson.
Hey race fans, thanks for watching our video. For all NASCAR on Fox News, content, and the best clips from Fox Sports, be sure to follow and subscribe to our channel.